Kathleen and Margaret Ann, it is such a pleasure to have you here. Now, bring us back to the origins of Pigín. Where did his story begin for you, Kathleen?
Well, his story really began in London because I was regularly visiting my 3-year-old grandson, Cian, and he would be sitting there waiting for Granny to come and the black cab to arrive. And apparently I came in, dropped the bags, left the coat on and sat down and started the makey-uppy stories. And that's how it started, really.
So did he walk fully formed into your mind one day, or has he evolved over the years?
No, we had read all the books many, many times, or the usual stories, and one day I thought I'd better make something up. And I don't know why I decided on a pig, but the pig lived in Howth and everything was happening in Howth, and then he had a mobile phone. Why wouldn't he have a mobile phone? Everybody has a mobile phone. And then one day we were going to the airport in Ballsbridge, and there was a badger on the footpath, so we put the badger of Ballsbridge in as well. And he has a mobile phone. And the fairies who live in the tree trunks behind Howth Castle, they have mobile phones. Why not? And the seals in Howth Harbour, special underwater, made in America mobile phones. So this madness went on. And then Margaret joined in the madness by putting it all down in the most beautiful illustrations, as you have seen, I'm sure, in the book.
Well, that was my next question. In terms of, you knew what the story was and you knew the character, but for you to bring him to life, did Kathleen know how she wanted him to look, or did you evolve a view of Pigín for us?
Well, I drew a few choices for her, but I think I talked you into the one we ended up going with, because I felt he should be quite a slim young pig, so that he could be agile enough to do his Irish dancing.
And he's beautifully dressed in a rather odd way, if you don't mind my saying.
Okay.
McGee's of Donegal. You see, the fairies used to send, didn't they? They sent to Donegal
Apparently.
for tweed for his winter jackets. You see, McGee's of Donegal, nothing less. The best of Irish tweed, pure wool.
We discussed the fashion quite a lot, actually. A number of our meetings kind of sidetracked into fashion, and Sybil Connolly and McGee's.
Yes, a long discussion. I mean, it's extraordinary. A long discussion about Sybil Connolly and the fashion show I once saw, the best fashion show I have ever seen, of these beautiful pleated linen dresses slotted with baby ribbon, pale pink and pale blue. I was describing these to Mags, so she put the fairies into very airy fairy gossamer light
Sybil Connolly
dresses.
inspired
Well,
fairy dresses.
Hopefully not the same price tag.
You do realise we are a little bit mad.
That's becoming a little clear. I can see how you're working so well together. But let me bring you back to this idea of Howth, because obviously you and Gay were such kind of famous residents of Howth, and I know you've moved since then. But in a way, is it a love letter to Howth?
Not really. I never thought of it as such, although everything takes place on the peninsula, in and around the peninsula.
And it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful place, and there is so much going on. In fact, the first day when I was halfway through the book, I was going down the pier, and I wondered, would I see Pigín walking up the pier? You know, the thing becomes so real after a while, and of course a lot of the activity took place around Nicky's place. You did a lovely drawing of Nicky's the front of his shop, you know, in the book.
And the pier.
The pier,
and,
and the dart.
The dart station,
yeah.
yes,
They're
because I had
big
to drive
into the
over
dart.
and look
Piggy
at
and
it,
Badger
yeah.
on the dart all the time. And if anybody is standing a lady, they always give their seats. Beautifully mannered. Very important, isn't that right?
Oh,
yes.
very important, absolutely.
So this isn't a fiction award, this is a biography of the character called Piggy, is what I get it here. How did the working relationship develop, though? Obviously you had an idea of the text. Were you living near each other? Was it on email? How did you move it on to the next level?
Portmarnock to Sandymount on the dart.
That was
all
it,
the time.
yeah. Well,
Just
strangely,
talking.
I was on the Hill of Howth walking the day I got the phone call to say, would you be interested in illustrating this book that takes place in Howth? And I thought, how serendipitous. Of course I would be interested. And then when I found out it was Kathleen, of course I had to get over the excitement of that. Still haven't. But yeah, I got on the dart and I went out to Sandymount and, you know, knocked on the door and said, I'm here. And it was a lot of meetings and discussions, and usually sidetracked by chats about fashion. Or history of design, or music, or harps, or...
Yes, poetry, and
there was a bit of
many
sing-song
buttered
once.
scones, many pots of tea. Not too much wine.
But she was very easy to work with, because the words were there for you and the pictures were there for me, and it was just a matter of putting the two together and having a good combination of the two.
Well, I'm delighted to say that Pigín is now an award-winning Pigín, but I have a feeling we have not heard the last of Pigín. Congratulations,
Not.
Kathleen Watkins
Thank you very
and Margaret
much.
Howth.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Sarah.